Anaya Anioke. So I'm here live to educate our youth, our friends on how to live a good and a perfect life. A life that will have a meaning. So I'm here again. This message is for the wounded family, those that have been wounded in so many areas, that don't know what to do, that think that things cannot fit well. But I'm here right now to educate every youth, wherever you are, in any race you are from, in anything you are doing. Let us understand one thing: there's a time you can be silent, and that what makes you who you are. So I'm here to let every of our youth understand there's a time to keep silent. There's a time to only listen and watch out and decide and choose what to do. That's where I'm here right now, to let everyone understand that it's not in everything you say something. There's a time you can watch and see what to say. My dear youth, let us understand that this life we are living is a life that if you don't have common sense, you miss a track. And that's why we're here, to let everyone out there understand one thing. Life is just like a game. If you play it well, you enjoy from it. If you don't play it well, things will not work out. You don't need to look on anyone. But who you have to look for is someone that has something upstairs, someone that have the capability to lead people. Many of us are right now because we see that Mr. B is doing fine, Mr. A is doing fine, and we are following Mr. A and Mr. B. But I want to let everyone to know that you must look well before you follow someone. There's many people you follow in this life, they are already prepared to waste many souls, to destroy people, to make people lose their target. And that is why we're here, keep on hammering, keep on shouting, keep on saying things, for us to understand that not everyone you must follow. There's someone that is all determined to waste lives on daily basis. And when you don't understand that in earlier, you will be doomed forever. So let everyone understand this thing. One thing, you must acknowledge God. You must learn how to believe in God. You must learn how to believe in yourselves. You must learn how to keep yourself in a condition that you believe yourself. Many of us who don't believe in our life ourselves, that is why things are falling apart. When you believe in yourself and believe in God, things work out perfect. And that's why I urge every youth that can hear me right now, please, not everything you say that a greeter is good. Many are here to deceive others because they are being paid from slave masters. And that's where we are busy shouting in a way, in anyhow we want it, to make sure that our youth are secured, that our youth life are secured, that when you understand why you are being created, then now you cannot follow anyone you see in this life. There's people that they are be paid to destroy others. My dear friends, my dear youth, let us sit well. Hubert TV is for us to educate our youth, not to destroy people, not to waste people, not to bring confusion. We are not confusionists. We are here to look on what is going on this wide world, and then we direct our people on where to do and how to do things. Let every youth understand that this life is something that if you do not do it well, things will fall apart. I'll thank everyone that have visited us, has seen us, that will know that whenever we say something, we prove to you what we said and why, and see the motives. So let everyone understand us. Don't see us as people that are here to destroy others. We're here to make things work right. Let everyone understand this thing. There's a time you must keep silent. There's a time you must watch and focus. Not everything you say something. Not every word you come out. Not everywhere they hit gun. They hit something, you come out and say something. You must learn how to be yourself. Please, everyone, I urge everyone that are hearing us, there's a time to talk. There's a time to keep quiet. There's a time to react. There's a time to see only. And when you observe all these things, that's when things work out fine in your life. Many of us, before we hear something, we already even start shouting and fighting. And that is why things are going wrong in our lives. Let every youth, let everybody learn how to be silent once. And that's why many of us lose our marriage, lose the important things that are in our hands, the precious things we're supposed to do because of what we want to say something. Not everything you will react. I thank all of you that are visiting us. Not everything you react, my dear family. Let us understand one thing. Life is a choice. If you want to make it a life, it's a choice. If you don't want to make it a life, it's a choice. But I prefer you choose to make it. When you choose the right choice, you help you. When you choose the wrong choice, it destroys everything concerning you and your generation and those that will follow you. And that's why we're here to be calm with our people, to be showing ourselves things that we must know that when we do that things goes well in our life. Not everywhere you see people gathered, you enter there. You must know why. The spirit that are leading on that thing they're doing. And when you don't know all these things, that's why many of our youth are now dying right now because someone can speak grammar. Someone can quote Bible or can do sort of things. You don't know the motive, the why that person is shouting. And that's why we are losing our youth on daily basis. Let every youth understand this thing. My dear youth, arrange yourself. Give yourself give yourself meaning. Let Ask yourself, why am I being created? When you ask these questions, you answer it by yourself. If you have been created to die young, is their choice. If you are being created to inspire people, if you are being created to lead people, if you are being created to follow people, if you are being created to be shouting and to making noise, empty noises, that's your own side. But I prefer that since you are in this world, you are created to be God's own person, one that people can be a role model to people. You have been created to be someone that will let people understand that this life is very, very simple, but have only one key. Do the right thing and let God lead. My dear youth, I want to tell everyone right now, we are here to correct that error, that mistakes that have been going on all the time. You see somebody come out from nowhere and keep on destroying what our forefathers have built, what those that calculated have built, because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be noticed for something. Let us understand this thing, my fellow youth. Our fathers, they have 20, 10 children, 6 children, 5 children. Now our own side now, we don't. If one have 4 children, that person even tried, and you are busy killing those children. By the time you need the presence of those that are killing, who will stand? Now many of us we have 2 children, we have 3. We are busy wasting our brothers and sisters down there with our mouth, with what to voice out in order to make it right in our own side. No, no, that we are destroying masses. We are destroying people. We are destroying something that God has been created. Let us hear ourselves out. Whatever you cannot do, don't leave people to do that thing. If you cannot go out for war, don't send somebody to war. If you can go, you go with them. And when youth will be ready to understand that when someone is leading you somewhere and is not there, that is not genuine. A preacher is there preaching and acting. But you are somewhere directing people to do something. We talk about on many things. There's a lot of things we need to give our youth for us to understand this life we are living. Life is not how we think. Our father said that what the elders sit down and see is more, but even they climb and he look at the world, he would think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Many of our fathers they did not succeed survive in this life. We think that they did not struggle. All of them went out as we travel to find for something. But at the long run, they did not make it. But we not understand it. We think our father did not make it because they are lazy. They are not lazy. There are forces behind everything. Whether you are in a good side or not, there are forces that push people down not to survive in this world. And when you don't understand all those forces, you keep on shouting, following someone you don't know his background or her background. You don't know where he come from. Let us understand something. Spiritual control physical. That someone is out there speaking, making noise, and you join that person. You don't know who sent him. You don't know the motive of that shouting. You don't know the motive of that noise. And you just come out and join him. He use you to settle the matter. Have you ever heard any case in social media that have been settled in social media? It's not possible. They have to come up there and say it. When they want to settle, they go behind the camera. Let everyone understand this one thing. Not everybody. Welcome everybody. Thank you all that are joining me in this live video. But I thank us. Let us people understand one thing. This life we're living is life. If you don't understand yourself, you keep on making mistakes. Where are we that I hear saying, speaking out in the social media is not because we want to pull our brother down or because we want to make people see us. No, we have had enough. Every day, here and there, you keep on hearing people pushing people to die, mature death, and it's people that they are carrying 9 months like you. You are busy polluting their mind, poisoning their brain because they see that you are above them. But because why they hear you, one, there's poverty in the society. They think that when they hear you, you can give them something. Not knowing that whenever you stay yourself, I have to wake from where I lie. You make it in life. And that's why we try to educate everyone right now. Don't see anybody as a god. That person you want to be like suffered. He struggled. In whatever he's doing, he has an effort in that thing to make it right. Nobody will fold hand and they serve food to him in a table. It's not possible. You must work at it in anyhow you want to do it. Even though they're on the left side, they struggle, they work hard. Then why do you fold their hands and be waiting for somebody to tell you what to do? Someone of 18 years is that up to think and reason. That's why I urge every parent to educate their children right from day 1 to 18 years so that they will understand this race. Life is not how we think about it. One might be dressed fine, live fine, but inside that person is worse than coffin. So let us understand, not everyone that dress fine is human being or is the right people. Let us understand this in my fellow youth. Let every parent give your time to your children, not only looking for money. After you leave your children, they will be feeding them with evil things and you're busy making money. By the time you acquire that money, you will not see their children to feed with the money. Many of us are here work from morning till night. There's no time to educate our children, to let our children understand their lives. And when you don't have intimacy with your children, how can they learn? Let every youth understand that we are here to let everyone have a good and a solid life. That's what Hubert Television stands for. We're not here to fight anybody, but here to tell you things and show you where it is in the Bible. Bible is a way of life. Whosoever that tell you that Bible is a scam, I try to let us understand. Watch at that person. There are 3 things that if one is not be lacking in that person's life, which means I'm a liar. When one don't have a proper marriage, he can stand and talk against God. When one don't have a good thing, tangible thing, I can say anything. But we are trying to prove to you that life is a choice. If you want to make it in life, you cannot be lazy in prayer, lazy in work, lazy in make things work out. You must love yourself and love your neighbor. You must be someone that are lovely before you make it in this life. Something that will be help you must come from somebody. God cannot come and give something. God must give something to somebody to give to you. And when you don't have a good relationship with somebody, how can one bless you? Many of us we are making a great mistake because we think we are tall, we are good, you can fight. Life is beyond fight. If you have strength, you join army, you join police, you join civil defense and other things that can give you money. That's why we are here in Europe. We need to learn not to destroy those that don't understand. Every character in someone has something to do with it positively. If you can fight, you can be an army or police. You can even train to be a security guard and they give you good money, not to be killing innocent people. My dear friend, understand me. If you can talk too much, you can read, you can be a lawyer, you can be a social somebody. Anything that is in somebody will lift that person up. But because we don't understand it, we turn it negatives. You somebody is still fighting every day. Whereas that they need people like you in soldier, in army, in police, in security areas. You can talk too much, you can be a social media person. You can do something meaningful with that gift that God gave to you. God did not create empty brain. Let us understand this. God did not create empty brain. God will create solid people. But we are the one that chooses to be dull, chooses to be lazy, chooses to waste ourselves for nothing. Let us understand this thing. The earlier we understand where we're being created, the better it's good for us to live without trouble and problems. Let everyone understand that life is something that if you made a mistake for the first time and you cannot correct that mistake, keep on making mistakes, it will be twisted. And for you to come back again, it will be a problem. Let everyone understand this, my fellow youth. Hubert Television is for us to educate our youth, to bring us back to the right thing we're supposed to know. Nobody is being created, born to die young. But because we fail to do the right supposed to do, that's why we keep on dying. Bible says respect your elders, respect your seniors, respect your authority so that your life will be long. Now, what are we seeing right now? Every day, if someone want to have followers in YouTube, Facebook or YouTube, he start to insult pastors, insult prophets, insult sitting president. Whereas you know that there is a cause that follow it. Forget about what they will do you. But Bible is so many places tell us that when you respect your elders, you live long. Look at what's happening in our society right now. Many are dying every day on daily basis because of mistakes. Because of mistakes. Because they see one Mr. B is busy insulting everybody. He don't know why he's there insulting. That they're being paid from the slave masters to gather more people to be wasted. And you join them every day on their platform. Typing and commenting, do them. And that person is the nothing is happening to that person. And you that join him, he die because there's something you don't know that is secret there. That's why we want to let everyone understand that we are here for a serious business. To let everyone understand himself. If you don't know why you are being created, you keep on making mistake in this life. You must know why you're being created. Even if you're a traveler, before you travel, there must be something that's on your brain. I want to travel to change my family life pattern. I want to travel to change my status. I want to travel to make it right. Then at the end of the day, you will travel and you will be doing another thing. You follow someone that don't know where to go for that, he end up in being dying. How can someone will tell you that your father is no longer your father? For someone that born you. That's what we're hearing right now. Someone can come and change our name. Tell us what to answer, who to follow, who not to follow. And you call yourself a reasonable man, that a man of your type. We go and search something at the Google or anywhere and be giving cock and bull story, you are following him. Where is our brain? What do we learn? Let us understand we must know God. When you know God and be reading your Bibles, you open your brain, your sense of understanding, thinking and reasoning. You will reason well like a human being. Why do we suck our mother's breast? To get that spirit of human being, that feeling. That is why. When you suck your mother's breast, you cannot reason like a human being, which means you suck the wrong thing. My dear youth, let us understand. Please, we are here to let everyone know that this life is a life that when you respect people, you respect yourself. Life is a give and take. I thank everyone that are joining us. Life is a give and take. If you not give good, you don't expect good. Let me understand. If you don't help people, you will not be helped. And when you keep on destroying others, you will be destroyed. Even if you have all the whole powers, your children will be attacked. And that is why it's good to sow a good seed. When you sow a good seed, even if you are no more to be found, your children will reap it. And that's why we're here to let everybody understand. Not wherever anything you hear about you, you keep on fighting, following someone at the back. No. You have to keep silent and know the source of that story. When you know the source of that and who sent that before you come out. Many of us are dying because someone don't want to destroy you and you someone to be attacking you and you want to fight. My dear, you to let us understand, let us involve ourselves in things of God. It will profit us for a good thing. We are not in this life something. If you have, and I have 5 children, that if you have 5 children, each children you have is a town. It's one is an individual. It does nothing happen. Even if you have 2 or 3 people, even if you have one, children is children. If one die, that person have died. It cannot come back again. So don't say that because I have 5 children, I can do anything. No. Each children you brought to this earth have to take care of that children and teach him something he must know, he cannot forget. Let everyone understand this thing. So I thank everyone that are hearing us. We'll be coming out time to time to let people hear from the horse's mouth, to see what is going on. Silence is what, if all of us learn how to keep silent in our marriage, we will not lose our marriage. We will not lose our important thing because we talk too much. In anything, we react. And that is why the things is falling apart. A person that read but understand, there's a time you keep quiet. When you keep quiet, you understand it clearly. Not everything you will jump out and be shouting, kill them, kill them. Now, anything you do in this life, I'll be waiting for you. Some are very clever in grabbing the video. By the time they bring it out, you say, am I the one? Something they say something, they go, no. Some can screenshot it instantly. By the time they will judge you with what you say, you cannot deny your face and yourself talking. Doesn't mean you say, do I kill person? Do I do? But you use your mouth to kill people, to destroy people. You have done it by yourself. Then why are you not crying? So let us understand that anything we are doing in this life, we must be extremely careful. Let our message be something that will edify people, that will make people to see who they are in them. Not so that will make people to depress people, to make people to lose focus, to believe that their own life is finished. Please let us understand this thing. Life is all about being with one another. They have left and right. They work hand in hand and they not agree in one thing, but they still help themselves. The same thing, whether you are from the left or from the right, we can live together in this wide world. That's why God created us. The rain fall for the good and for the bad. The same thing, sun. Every natural right thing that God created, everybody enjoy it. But right now we decide who will enjoy this one, and that's why we're having problems everywhere now. Someone will come out and say, if not because this is my side, he will not enjoy this thing. Then that's the problem. But if you understand that God has created us, create the good and the bad as well, so that you will choose where to follow. It is not a must that you must do good or bad, but you must understand that whatever you sow, you reap it. When you kill, that you must be killed back. Then what does it mean? That you will live to respect everybody, to live a good and a perfect life. Let everyone understand it. Don't use your time for nothing. Don't waste your time on something that's not meaningful. Use your time for something. Time does not wait for no one. Before, I don't know that time is important. Now I understand that any minute you wait for somebody, you love that person. You that are hearing me right now, you love me so much because you can do another thing. So that's why time doesn't wait for nobody. So if somebody give time to hear you, appreciate him. So I thank everyone that hearing me and that will see what this video letter. God did not forget you. Whatever you are passing through, first understand the reason. That's why if you read book of Job very, very well, you understand that if you don't know the source of your problem, you keep on accusing someone, accusing what you don't know. But when you understand it, what will happen, you face your problem and you tackle it by yourself and defeat. So my dear friends, I thank every one of you that you will understand us, you will be with us, and we'll try to share our message to the whole world that we are here to change the narrative of people. Many of our things for you to get followers is to destroy those that have arranged their life, those that have built their empire. When you bring that down, you make it, you are destroying yourself as well. The ladder used to go, you still carry go down. So you better you start on your own. Create yourself. Be a content creator. Do something that interests people, that make people know that you are there. And that is it. And when you are constant with that thing, you make it. When you are constant, whenever you are doing something once in 2 months, it cannot really increase. Once in a while, keep on doing that. Even if nobody's listening to you, keep on doing it. They will hear you. Even as I'm saying, this is my first time of coming live. But I thank God that you are there with me because you are part of my family, you are part of me. So by the time we keep on doing something meaningful, we have people, will be hundreds, thousands, and millions. And now we change lives. And we make people to understand that you cannot kill yourself by yourself. Job let us know that he said that, God, I know that you are the one that caused my problem. I will not kill myself. I wait for you to kill me. And Job did not insult God. I read it very, very clearly. But the only thing that Job believed that God wanted to punish him, but God was not punishing Job. What did Job do? Job keep on telling God, I will not kill myself. And at the end of the day, Job was blessed. So I will let us understand one thing, that whatever you are passing through in this life, God's hand is not there. The only thing first you ask yourself, where am I go wrong? If you know where I go wrong, you do what? You arrange yourself, you correct yourselves. Then now you pick up. And you must ask God for forgiveness of sin. You must involve God. And when you involve God, God will help you. So don't let up whenever there's something happening, you keep on shouting and crying and saying something. Here's you are the one that failed to understand God. Failed to know that God is the one that will help you. Failed to know that God is the one that will say that you must say something before God at the end of your life. God knows everybody. But when you don't have the Spirit of God, you're already a dead but are living. And now you see many of our people, they keep on saying all sorts of things, but they don't know that they are the one that caused their trouble and their problems. My dear youth, let us understand one thing. You must be focused in whatever you are doing. And you must do what you know. What you don't know, don't involve yourself in that thing. You only destroy yourself and others. Many, they do what they don't know. Keep on wasting people's money. And when you pursue one person in your field of work, that person's friend that do the following will run. And that's why many of us cannot do it, survive. We keep on hanging our problem to our uncle, a witch or wizard. They are not a problem. There's something we cause by ourselves. When you do what you don't know, and keep on doing it, you keep on wasting your time. And when someone corrects you, you have to admit it and thank that person. You will not make it again. Many of us, when someone is correcting us, we think that person intimidating us or that we would not go to school. No. Wise person learn every day. That's why when you correct me, I take correction because I want to do the best. I want to do something that everyone know that, this guy knows what he's doing. And that's why we are here to share part of what we know to people. That people, we have many that we go to the right side. Because how things is going right now, I'm afraid that a lot of our youth will be destroyed. Because many of us, we have lost it. We think cannot do it anymore. So anyone we see that carrying bundle of money, we are following him up and down and keep on having problems. So my dear youth, let us understand one thing. You must know your God. When you know your God will protect you. Your God will lead you. Your God will minister unto you. Your God will show you things you do not expect. When you don't know your God, automatically you are moving just like A cow that tie his face, just moving anyhow. That's why many of us are here suffering and dying. Because you think that because you are strong, you are physical strong, you can do it. No, it is not done that way. Spiritual control physical. If you don't have spiritual strength, your physical strength is nothing. If you don't have something else, your strength is nothing. Life goes with wisdom. And that's what all of us must fight for wisdom. Let wisdom rule. Let wisdom control us. Let wisdom guide us. Whoever that has wisdom automatically have all. That's why Solomon in the Bible is the wisest king. When after he had done the best to God, God asked him, what do you want him to do? What expecting someone to say, I need house, I need house. He said, Father, I need wisdom. He said, because you ask for wisdom, I will give you wisdom and add every other good thing that will make the wisdom to be foolish way to you. That's why if you read book of Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, you will be full of wisdom. Because it's written by a wise king. A king for that matter and has wisdom. So we all search and dig for wisdom. When you have wisdom, we excel in what we are doing in this life. Every good thing that work with wisdom. Let me understand all of us. When you are failed in your marriage, there is no wisdom in you both. Wisdom sustain marriage. Wisdom sustain business. Wisdom sustain meetings. Wisdom sustain every good thing that happen on this planet Earth. So we must dig for this wisdom, and it's not easy. You must have time to yourself, think and reason. You must not have spend all your time in gossiping. This is someone that are moving. Every successful man are busy planning to go ahead, busy planning to make it. While you are there drinking cheap drink, or even when the person dash you and destroy one that are busy planning, thinking what to do, how to increase his knowledge, how to make his empire to move forward. Let us understand this, my people. Please, let us understand one thing. When someone is advising you, don't call him a fool. Don't neglect that word, because it might be the last time you hear that word. There's something like a film that I watch. A lady is going for evangelism. Understand? He took an Okada, a bike. Someone that want to preach. You bargain with somebody, not even giving the money. Then after everything, that same Okada met the group of evangelists. As they are trying to bring you to Christ, they say, okay, wait, our leader is coming. As he opened, I saw that same woman that treated him bad. What does it mean? He said, if this woman, I will not hear people. My dear youth, let us understand one thing. And this young guy, out of anger, he left. In the next minute, he got accident and he died. There are two things involved in this story. He did not forgive and he died. And the one that pretended to be a preacher is one that deceived him too because of his character. That was an evil evangelist. So let us understand one thing. Being an evangelist, your character will lead people to Christ. Not only speaking. You cannot be doing bad thing and be saying the other thing. That one we call is hypocrite. So that's why we urge everyone to change our narrative, the way we do things, so that people will not be misled. There are some, I will call them evil ushers, that they usher people out of the church, out of the ministry, because of their character, because of how they handle people. And those people are the ones that are destroying the growth of the church. And that's why all of us have to be eye-opened. Watch who you feast in your ministry. Watch who work with you as a prayer team, as a choir, as an usher. Watch who you call to work with you. Many of them, they are there destroying your ministry, destroying what we are doing in the church. And we think we are doing all right. When you don't have a good people that are surround you, they will bring you down. So I'm talking to everybody, both leader and whatever. Whenever you select people that work with you and they are not the same thing, you not give them one orientation, they will keep on destroying your ministry, destroying whatever you are building. People that are doing well, you must have time to prepare your team to be like you. Christ are busy preaching to the apostles for them to be like him, so that whenever he's no longer, they will call moving with that same faith. And right now, what I see is positive. We no longer watch those that are working with us. whether I still with them with us or not. That is why many of our generals in the church right now, who those that are by themselves have been destroying what they are doing, because they are still moving with the same faith. No, many of them they are destroying them. So you must learn how to look left and right and know whether these are they still with you. If they're not with you, you reshuffle them, you give them the orientation. So that when you say A, they say A, they will be in a company. Your word will be one. Now you preach A for this side, don't preach B for this side. There's a lot of confusions. And that's why many of our youth are now confused. They don't know what to do, who to believe any longer. When we say tie your hair, don't say lose your hair. When we say wear shoe, we say don't wear shoe. No one can stand, no one can stand and said, see what we need to do. Why? Because of carelessness. Because we think we have arrived. You might start well and end bad because of what you believe you have already get what you want. Not like that. Let everyone understand this thing. You must be busy monitoring what you're doing. If you don't put eye in your marriage, it must collapse. If you don't put eyes in watching your children, they must be corrupt and be destroyed. Let us understand this thing, my fellow youth. You must be up and down doing something, busy, asking yourself questions. Where do I go wrong? That is why Job, you look at Job very, very well. Job even do a sacrifice of sin even before he committed, because he don't know whether he should have offended God. But the only thing is that he failed to teach his children and his wife. You cannot do it alone. You must work with somebody. Christ know that cloud is important. That's why he selected 12 apostles that work with him. So you cannot stand alone. If you stand alone, you must fall. When you fall, who will raise you up? Let us understand how to have a good company of people. When you associate with a neighbor well, he'll give you the best. The best. Remember, we are talking about keeping silent. Many of us will lose our marriage because we talk too much. You fight with your husband. After I'm PhD holder, I can take care of myself. Marriage doesn't have nothing to do with a PhD holder. It has to do with your wisdom. What is inside of who, the woman in you, the man in you. That's what they need marriage. If education is marriage, many of educated ones that are single, why didn't they marry? We understand this thing, my people. It's about your content. What to make you beauty, not your part of your body. No, your heart. Do you have a heart of gold? That what makes your marriage flourish well. When you have a heart of gold, that even if your partner do something wrong, you use a polite way and say, honey, darling, this is not the way. And that man will understand you, not to call him big head, I thought animal. When you call your husband animal, he will behave like animal to you. And that's why he will behave strange and beating you. You call your wife a prostitute, that's why he'll be sleeping outside, because you have used that voice to push him out of your house. We must learn how to handle things. Not anything you hear, you rush inside it and be shouting. There's a time a man, you keep quiet for some times. And if you want to talk, you talk. My father always tell me, say, think twice and answer once. Someone that say wrong thing and later correct it, just like someone that scored 7 goals after they have win them for the match. Please, my dear people, I would like to give me some patience. I would like to arrange some things. I'll come back again. We keep on educating ourselves. I'm here with you people. So today we must do this thing once and for all, and let us understand that life is how you arrange yourself. There's a time I'll be saying God is a noble, God is a partial God. When God shows himself to me, I know that God is a merciful God. But if you have been drowning on water, if you not raise your hand up, the person will not help you. The same thing, if you not act, God will be watching you. How can you act? By hearing the word of God and by believing him and by living a good life. Then whenever something happens, if you call on God, God will answer you. Very clear answer. Is there no 2 ways. Disease from bad things, bad friend, bad company. Let Psalm 1 be your portion all the time. Psalm 1. He who walk in the right path, who don't involve himself in bad business, bad company. That the one that God follow. You can see Psalm 15. There's many things that you will watch that will make you to be someone that whenever you say something to the public, people follows you because of the wise, because the things that come out from your mouth. Many of us have been destroyed because we would like to learn. You don't even want to hear anything correction. You don't want to even hear somebody. And that's why things are falling apart. So, my dear friends, God is with us and we must make it right. So, I will back in less than 15 minutes so that I will still keep on telling us what you need to hear. We must hear this thing, and all of us must do right thing. Without, it's not, we cannot use gun. We use our mouth to let the whole world know that peace is the most important thing we need in this life. Not violence, not quarrel. Anything you want in this world, you can get it through polite manner. Don't fight anybody. Two wrongs don't make right. It's very wrong and right fight. And when you are for our side, keep on making sure that anywhere you are, you represent light. Light covers everywhere. If I off this light now, nobody will see me. That what does it mean? Whenever you are in anywhere, be light there. Show people what you're made of. They will copy from you. Don't join bad thing because you want to be somebody. No, it doesn't don't like that. So give me sometimes. I will back right now to we keep on our discussing as family.
Daddy, for disturbing you. Can I look at it? Please. Okay. He's not doing anything. He just. Te prometes que no vas a entrar ahí.
Hello everyone, I'm back again. Sorry for take time. I want to do another thing so that everything will be all okay. So in this life, what I'm trying to let us understand is that a time you can keep silent, and that what I'm trying to let us understand. There's a time you can keep silent. So and silent, they even say silence is the best answer to a fool. When one is busy doing some kind thing to bring your leg out, keep silent, and that what you make you to survive that matter. There's many of our youth right now, because they're jealous of you, they want to destroy what you've been laboring for. They will be busy working to destroy what you're doing. And if you don't understand this thing, you will voice out, they now want to come out. And whenever you see a small children or somebody I'm not up to busy pointing on you, I tell everyone that will hear me right now, don't say any word. Emphasize on the source of that insult. Who is leading this person? And when you look where you know that it's someone that wants your downfall, not even that person you are seeing, but they use that person as a figure. In our own time, they say when you see a bird dancing at the express road, don't call it a bird. There's someone inside boot that are sponsoring that bird. What are we talking about? Life is, you must be very, very careful in what I do. Some might be out for your marriage. And if you're not careful, you destroy your marriage by yourself or your business by yourself. Whatever you build, maintain it. It's only God that create this world, and what did not destroy God. But human being, they build motor to kill them. They build flight cables. We are human. So we must understand things, that things will work out for those who understand it. And we understand what we're saying, you live a happy life. Whenever you see somebody dressed, it's how you want to dress. I keep on saying people. I went somewhere to buy clothes. Oh no. I asked her, the lady let me know that you will not buy clothes because somebody will like it. No, you buy because you love it. And whenever you wear that cloth, you feel happy. You understand? And that's why we must understand this thing. Give me 1 minute. Let me address something.
Te estabas oyendo lo que estás haciendo.
So I'm back. As a family man, you have to address some issues. So we do all this thing together. So let us understand it. When you are not in, you are out. So we are for those that are in. So my family, my people, let us involve ourselves in right things. Let us live life as friends. Let us not be every day you frame your face, you keep on like somebody's pursuing. Nobody's pursuing no one. When we are that time, when I was an apprentice learning trade, I think if they said to me, one day I get everything worse, I know that life is a stage. When they said to me, I'm on my own, we see that life is more than what you think. Anything you don't achieve, don't think that that is the all and all. That time when we are still young, we see some youth playing together. When will I be like this? Any stage you reach, you see what follow that stage. And that's why we must be careful in whatever we are pursuing this life. Please, let us be careful. Many of us who are pursuing documents, if I get the market, heaven will fall. Nothing will fall. If you have a document, you will see what is holding who have document. Many die because they get document. Because they think if I get document that Mr. B that have nationality self, they not kill heaven. That person is using his brain. You got it, you die. How many of them? I want to show me a man. A man, showing man is not by violent or by insulting one. Showing a man is what their action, what you do, how you handle matters around you. How do you react when people impose something on you? That's why if you watch a reasonable elder, he'll be watching you like this. It doesn't mean that he cannot see clear. He watching you like this. Do you know what does it mean? Let me see how we end. I'll be shaking like this. And at the end of the day, you will still come where he's waiting for you. I have from a wise king. He said that somebody can bring something to a matter to him, and that matter is a complicated matter. That if he involved in that matter, it will destroy his kingship or people that believe in him. He said that I keep quiet. For 4 good years, he did not say anything. He did not say any word. Why do you keep silent? They said that same person will still come back again and complain. But if he says something, he said that I said because I'm so person. He keep quiet. And that's what I want us to learn how to keep quiet in some things. Then do you know what happened? The time to talk, that same person, they too come to his palace. He started this one, say, the time you came with this question, do I say anything? He said, no. I keep quiet. So my dear people, learn how to keep quiet. In some matters, a wise man think before he talk. A wise man cannot wake up and answer anyhow question. He must think, he must plan. How come this question? How come this character? And I will make it. Not every story that you think is clear come from the right source. One might say, yes, I'm saying the reality. What is their motive for saying that truth? Do you say the truth to destroy others or to gain your own popularity? And when you understand these things, then we will understand how to do things. So I urge everyone to learn how to keep silence, especially in what matters much. What do I mean by matters much? Many of our women now, they lost their marriage because they want to answer every questions in their marriage. They want to challenge their husband. Every matter they must answer. They don't want to see that they are at fault. You must learn to keep quiet. Marriage issue is not do or die. It's not someone that the police will kill you. You are with your husband, lovely husband. So when there's a matter arise with love, you accept some certain things, let peace reign. When things goes well, you call your partner in order. I accept this because for peace to reign, the man will understand you are a builder. And every woman that a builder maintains her marriage. Anyone that are busy building, at the end of the day, it destroys what he built. He's not a wise man. That is why you must be careful in the way you handle things concerning your business, concerning your spiritual life, concerning your marriage. Not everything you jump because you hear a name. They insult everybody. But God said, woe unto that people will follow, that will lead people to destruction. Woe unto that person. So if you are a part of them that keep on bringing negative and false informations, that person is already doomed. But you that are here, which voice do you hear? Do you like to hear a good voice or voice that lead people to early death? Voice that destroy organized things? Many of us, because we cannot be like Emeka, we keep on bringing Emeka down. But not knowing that when you help Emeka to grow up, he will still remember and pick you up. Let us understand one thing. Life is all about think of yourself. Whatever they do to you, and you know like it, don't do it to nobody. When you understand these things, life will be easy for you. But when you keep on jealous someone that have been planned himself, arranged himself, you are making mistakes. That time you used to discuss somebody, use it to plan good things about yourself. First, involve in your matters. What will I do to make life easy for me? When you're occupied in these things, you will not have time to talk about who is outside. And that's the key. When you know that you have potential, you have something in you, build it up. If you too talk, use that talk to make people happy. Don't use it to be destroying people. Let us understand these things. We are here to let us understand that God did not create empty brain. If you want to know what I'm saying, that person that says that is an idiot near him or her, before he say 5 words, you pick correct thing that will bless your life. But because you look the outside appearance of that man, you condemn him or her. You say he's a fool. Nobody is a fool. He's only a fool when you do not acknowledge God. That will make someone a fool. A fool said there is no God. A fool said that God is church is a scam. A fool condemn Bible. That who God as a fool, who don't take corrections. But someone that recognizes that is a God is not a fool. Someone that take advice is not a fool. Someone that keeps silent when you're supposed to keep silent is not a fool. But the only thing we understand that when anything you are doing, keep on doing constantly, then by that time you make it, you achieve on that thing and you benefit on that. Let us understand this in my youth. Not everybody that keep on shouting, have a good intention of you. Voice matters a lot. Voice is what brings people out. If you don't say something, nobody hear you. That's why a woman in the Bible that said, Jesus of Nazareth, help me. Jesus, pay attention and say, who is this woman? If that woman did not shout, his secrets will be there. That's why those that understand the power of shout, they are shouting. Then when they shout in negative side, they will grab it from negative side. Positive side, they grab it from positive side. That's why you must make a move. Don't be there with your problem and be complaining. Say something. Find someone that will share it to that will help you to bring it to solve the problem. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you cannot pray, you cannot survive. Those are those that understand the principle of life. They're using it in a wrong way by using their voice to destroy churches, destroy pastors, destroy those that are here to save up so that you will fall on their trap. And I want to understand one thing. When you keep silent, when you don't say something, we're supposed to say something, which means you like the condition. Watch out. That's many of every minute they are there saying something. And every day people keep on watching and hearing and following because of what? They want to hear that, especially when you are talking about someone that is making it. They will be part of it because they already condemned, they believe that they cannot make it in life. But anyone that have a potential, that belief can never be part of you, destroying someone that are working hard for his life or his family. So that's why my family, my people, I tell everyone, try to find that thing that you know well, keep on doing it with happiness, you will yield increase. Anything that you are doing without happiness will not work. If you are working and you don't like that work cannot even benefit you. And now you see some people, they cut hand on the wound because of, say, they are not there where they are working. Even when the alarm blow for them to go, they say, why they off it? But when you love your work, it will help you and you will learn much about that work. Anything you do not love cannot give you good result. That's why when you do not love your husband and you're with that man, you keep on causing pain and trouble to your lives. The same thing a woman. So when you love your husband or your family, you people will be one and building yourself up and making things work out perfect and okay. Life is all about watch and see. Even they say that a marriage, you close one eye and open one eyes so that your marriage will work. That word have a meaning? What does it mean? There's a time you keep silent. There's another word by they cannot use two eyes to marry. The other eye will focus on what the other one is meditating. There's some things you will see. You keep quiet. Let me see where this is going. By that time, you will learn much. Every day we learn. That's why distance marriage, it doesn't work out like that. Because someone that you live together every day, you must learn something from that person. Because character must be changing every day, must bring in new system. When you bring this one, we solve that one, another one comes. That make marriage. You will be like a friend. So we need, all this is what we need to be showing our youth. Because in this our channel. Because I'm here for message. For marriage, for tradition and for religious. So that you will not everybody that open mouth will be following. Many are there to deceive us. They wear good clothes, but inside them they are not what they represent. Bible said, by their fruit you shall know them. Whatever you preach, you have to be living like that. You cannot be unmarried and preaching about marriage. What do you want to teach people? You must have a good marriage. Then you can teach people from your experience. That is why a good prayer warrior, they cannot use someone that are lacking something to be a prayer point. I want to understand one clear thing. That's why you make yourself to be available to you for something important. Whether your message, they can say, see this man's message. That's his light for you. One that have no certificate, he cannot use you on a point of contact for certificate. Is one that have a certificate. You say, let us use this man as a point of contact, that God that give him this and will give him all. One that have no child cannot be a prayer point. So whatever you are doing well is a prayer point for someone that God that give this person something, give it to me. That's why I try to let everyone understand that as our faces is differences, what will represent difference? My way of life is not a way of life. So if my way of life is okay, can use me to do what? Show people an example. The same thing like one that are doing bad thing, you can use to say, see this man, see what he's doing. Don't copy from this man. We are samples. We are samples. But let what we represent be positive. That's what we are standing for. Let our life not be like that to misleading people. There are some people you will see their life, you say, if life is like this, I will not be like this person. There's someone that if you see him eating, you're hungry to eat that food. But if you're eating, nobody will like to eat that food. All is your system, your style. There's someone that if you see their marriage, if you're not married, you like to marry. There's someone that will see their children. You'll be hungry to have children. Let everything you do it well. If you are working, work well. If you are preaching, preach well. So that when they are selecting the best, you're part of them. When they are nominating the best, they will nominate you. No one, they don't nominate anybody in his presence. It's at your back. Why is it like that? It's what you did that people watch and give you mark and say, this person will lead us. This person, I have watched him doing something like this. He's a number one candidate. Can your life be like that? Can people nominate you? There's someone, we are organizing something, we want to use him in something. Everyone said that they will not nominate him. Thank you. Because of what? They have seen his character. That he's not fit for it. That's why we are here to let every youth, whatever you are doing, do it well for the sake of people that are watching you, so that it can help you tomorrow. When you are busy on social media, insulting everybody, talking rubbish, you will miss your destiny helpers. When they are planning to do something, they cannot put an arrogant person in a place. They need someone that is humble. It doesn't work. Many of our youth, our ladies, they are not married because of their character, what they possess in social media. Someone that are not married, busy telling a man, shut up, sit down. Who are you? What are you? Then I tell me that a responsible man will boldly go and ask her hand in marriage. It is impossible. I can never walk. Many people through social media, they still see their partner. I remember one comedian. He through social media, he got married. What did he say? That girl, according to him, is one of your fans commenting. That's why whenever somebody do something, comment good. Because that person will go to his profile and watch a comment. He went to the comment. He saw the guy. He go to the profile. He said that he did not see her pictures that is not normal. That's not bad. You see, all the pictures were arranged. Impress him. There is one that even be sending friend requests to this girl. At the end of the day, they married. What am I saying? Wherever you are doing something, both Facebook, YouTube, do it well. Let your profile be well organized, well presented. Don't be putting naked things as a profile. It pushes your helpers away. People that are reasonable cannot be part of you as a friend. When you open your mouth and be keep on insulting everyone, talking rubbish to people, it keeps people away from you. People will see you as a bad person. Watch out, even common, we watch Nollywood actors. Sometimes because one particular person is acting wicked, we thought that that person is wicked for a real life. How much more the one you are doing by yourself? Nobody want to dig his hands in what to hurt him or kill him. That's why we're urging everybody, whatsoever you are saying, say it in the way that you wake the dead body in people, that will raise people up, that will give people morale to know that they have not break finish you. That you are good today doesn't mean that others will not wake up. This life is turn by turn. If it's your own turn, handle it well. Understand? If it's your own turn, handle it well. Don't think that another person will not rise. No king that will rise, another king will not come. It's pure lie. That's what happened in the son of Herod. Herod was busy doing all sorts of things. He don't know that another king will come up. And when he heard that there's another king, he tried to kill the king. Whosoever that God raised, he cannot destroy that person. That's why we must acknowledge God. Herod, as he heard that, who is that another king they said they born? Please, send me a message so I'll go and pay homage. And God know that Herod want to kill Christ. He's telling him, oh yeah, run. Because of this thing, he slaughtered children from 1 year to 3 years. Because he want to reign alone. Nobody can reign forever. Nobody on this earth. So if it's your own turn to reign, reign well with your wisdom. Gather people, educate people, train people. Don't use your turn to destroy people. At the end of the day, you cry. Why we are not happy when you see a man did not have a child? Why is crying? Because of the old age. But even if you still born and not train your children, that old age, that thing you fear, you see meet it there. Your children is your future. So when you don't have time to educate your children, to have good intimacy with your children, your old age will be rough. Communication is very important in this life. When you're not communicating with your family, another person will communicate them in a wrong manner. That's why you see a man living with a woman, they be like they are not husband and wife because they lack communication. Another one somewhere is feeding that woman with bad thing or the man with bad thing. Before you know it, things fall apart. Money is good, but don't let money be first in your life. First is God. Second is your family. How is it that you make money and not see who you eat that money with? It's a tragedy now. Money is good when you are in a table, children surround you, you'll be happy. That's why many of us, we are busy building our empire. If God give you children, train that children well. Tell him good things so that another person will not mislead him. Many of our youth are dying right now because of someone over there behind the camera misusing them, telling them false stories, and they're believing it, and they're dying. Let us understand one thing. But do you know why I love God? Whatever a man sow, he will repeat. So if you are busy sowing bad things to people, by the time you have your own, you will not even have a helping hand. David are busy doing things. The time David slept with somebody's wife and killed the man, what happened to David? God forgive him, but he still suffered that thing more than what he did to somebody. So let us understand this thing. Don't be happy making somebody to cry. Don't be happy destroy somebody. Be happy when person happy. What make you a successful man in this life? How much you have in a bank? How many people do you help? Even if you not give them money, how many people do you bring up their mentality? How many people do you give advice that will change their life? And that will make you a prosperous man and woman. Not how many people you destroy, you take their land. Doesn't make you rich. There's some things money doesn't solve. Let's understand this thing. So when we understand all these things, we will not be busy creating troubles in the name of keeping inheritance for our children. Any money you make in the wrong way because of your children, you are keeping trouble to your children. That's why I watch many families right now. Their father are busy doing bad things to acquire wealth for their grandchildren. When that man left, that family will be a war zone because the spirit there doesn't want progress. So my dear people, I tell everyone that is hearing me right now, let us understand one thing, that what you only give to your children is blessing, not to busy cheating people in order to keep well to your children, not to be busy defrauding people to keep well for your children. That is, you are sowing a bad seed to your children. Watch out in our society right now. Many those families that we respect, we call big people, right now their children are suffering right now because of what their parents keep for them as an inheritance. That times are ignorant. The only thing you give to your son is wisdom, blessing. Abraham that we are following, what do he give to his son Jacob? Do he give him a house? Do he give anything? He called him. But understand one thing, that story of Jacob is something that we have to address very well. But why we are here is to let us understand one thing. When you do something out of ignorance, it will affect you. Esau saw his birthright because of porridge of yam. He said that what is elder is nothing. If you are elder, that's why you are elder. Don't deny your elder. There's something that God gives to you, don't know. So when this young guy saw his birthright to a younger one, then by the time the father want to bless Esau, I want to understand me, hear me clearly. Now, he called, but as the man is not, he doesn't see. He called his son Esau, go and prepare a good food for me to eat to bless you. The wife knows everything, called the younger one, said, my brother, my son, go and kill a father's cow. I will prepare a good food that your fathers know like for you to bless you. So that any woman that doesn't know what her husband likes, he doesn't want to be a woman. So all this, will learn something. So what happened? This woman, the son, tell him, this thing my father will know. He said, don't worry. He will curse me. He said, let the curse be upon me, being the mother. It's okay. And Jacob he doesn't have hair in his body, while Esau has hair. What do they do? They skin and one lamb and put the hair in the hand. When the man touch a body, say, your body is a body of Esau, but your voice is voice of Jacob. But I want you to understand one thing in this thing. I'm trying to understand. If Esau did not sold his birthright, the father must will everything the name of Esau. But because that this young guy, out of ignorance, has sold his birthright to his younger one, look at what happened there. I want you to go and read it very clearly. Now, if that blessing is for Esau, the father should have been mentioning Esau on that blessings. What happened there? He said your brother will be under you. So which means that thing that this guy did before have effect. So for you that are taking something for granted, you are killing yourself. So before you die, many of us condemn ourselves by saying that let me die, let me do that. You think that that is not working, it's working. Your word has power. Now, Isaac did not give his son house, motor as a blessing. For we that are doing all sorts of things to gather money for our children, you don't have sense. If you now, this man bless his son, blessing, oral blessings. You will be greater than your brother. He gave Jacob all the blessings, no one left. Then now, what happened to Jacob, father of all nations? He make it. So you that are busy doing chopping, eating people's money, different people for you to buy 20 hectares of land for your children, you don't know what is about inheritance. You are heaping trouble to your children. You are heaping problem to your children, hatred to your children. You are not doing them good. The only good you do to your children is blessings, leaving a good legacy for your children, creating a things that people will benefit from. That when they see your son, say, this is the son of Hubert TV, I will bless him. Not that when you create troubles, when they see your children, hurting them to kill them because their father have killed their fathers. So let every youth understand this thing, that while we are busy doing illegal things because of the bad orientation we have, but we are here to bring our brain back. Anything you do wrong, we keep on giving wrong informations. If you marry wrong marriage, children that come to marriage will be wrong. But if you follow a marriage in a normal procedure, you have a good children, and there will be respect in both sides, both the in-law side and your own side. There's some marriage that the in-law cannot go to the in-law because nobody support that marriage. And you watch out that marriage, both the wife and the husband and the children, everything is an error. And we keep on complaining, pastor, prophet, and government. Whereas you are the one that started with the wrong thing. That's what they call tradition. That's what they call culture. You must respect all these things. You must follow it in a due process. Anything that you not follow will not give you good results. Let everyone understand us. That why Hubert Television is here is to bring light to the world, to let people know the simple truth and nothing but the truth. You can't give what you don't have. Don't hear voices because somebody is saying something. Try to reason and hear from someone. When you hear, you help yourselves. One that have no peace cannot give you peace. It doesn't work. That's why you must monitor who is their friend. When a wise man talks, you know. But what makes you wise, you will not challenge him. You give him chance with wisdom. You wave him from far away. But when you tell someone who he is, he will destroy you because he knows that he's like that. And we always talk too much. That's why today is about silence. You learn how to keep silent, when to talk, how to talk. We that are here in Europe, Even if they want to arrest someone, the police will meet you, say, good morning, how are you? You think everything's okay, but they already have an agenda. Good morning. The next thing, can I see a document? Happily, you give the document. As you give the document, the next thing say you are under arrest. Very simple. But we don't understand all this is you use insult to talk to somebody. How can that person give you good thing in him? Many of you to mistry because you don't know how to talk. Somebody will try to call you because you don't recognize the number. Who are you? How are you? What are you coming? I don't know why that person is calling you for. That man might call you for good. You just swallow the good he want to give to you. Many of you lack a lot. We have things to talk. So join us with giving our youth messages of hope that will make you to understand that you are not finished yet. As far as there's a life, there's a hope. But the only thing you only do with me is that you must know God. You must follow God. When you follow God, all the message will enter you. Any good thing you hear, put into practice. Don't be busy copying bad thing. Follow good, so it be well with you. Don't learn how to insult elders. His highest is offense with a heavy penalty. That next time I will show us where it is. Don't be busy insulting elders. Thank you, Amos. God is with you. Don't be busy insulting elders. Don't be busy insulting the state government. The only thing you have to do, use brain and to correct them. No one with the right side insult a direct father, no matter what. Let us understand this thing. But now all of us are busy insulting, saying lies and truth. Bible said that when you insult elders, you die young. And the Bible is what we are following. And that's why you see masses of death anyhow. When one open social media, you keep on insulting whoever you like. Someone you don't know, you keep on insulting him. You have no business with this man. He has not even do anything with you. You just keep insulting that person. I thank you, my friend. Why must you be insulting people? If I'm not doing things right, what you do is to correct me on my comment section. You can comment, or you can find a way to talk to me, not to insult. Let us understand one thing. We all neglect something that's important in life. What do we neglect? We talk about voting election. It's in the Bible. When Moses was with the Israelites, they are growing in numbers. The in-law told him that if you do not elect people that help you, you will die young. From the 12 tribes of Israel, choose the most wisest one among them, elect them, let them control their sides. Any matter that's beyond them, let them bring it to you. And that's how it is. But right now, in our own society now, who we bring to be a leader, it will be a hit man, a fighter, not a wise man, not somebody that will help us. And we collect money and elect him in the office. Then by the time you try to destroy, we keep on shouting. Many of us don't want to even vote self. When he did not vote and I vote, all of us vote. So if we want to address some issues, let us go back. That's what we are talking about. Go back and do your homework well. Let those that are wise organize themselves. If you can talk, can insult a state government, you can still bring people home. Tell them what they knew. Let us go and do election. Vote so person. If you can have 1 million followers that hears you in order to destroy them, bring them in a normal sense that let them see. If, for example, all of us elect a good man, and we are 1 million, and those that brother is 1,000, we dominate them. Then use that your energy to educate that your followers to do good first, to understand good first. Then you will elect one person on your side. Because you are many, you win the election. Then you bring a wise man. Not that you don't participate in election, you don't even come out. Then they put who they want to put, you keep on complaining. You have no sense. Even if you think you are educated. No maturity here. We all live in Europe, in abroad. They do the election, even if you are outside country, you go to your embassy and vote. So that everybody will carry along. But our own, we don't do that. Why must it be talking? Even Bible tells us that there's even evil leader and good leader. So This is in the Bible. So that if you put evil leader, you must wait and let him lead you finish. Or you find authority not to insult him. When you insult your king, everything will go wrong. Like, for example, now, many of us are living in Europe. We are praying, we pray that where we are living will not work. When the country you are staying facing trouble, you will be first die because they will first treat their indigenous before you. That's why when you must pray for the country you are living, that country must be growing very well. Understand me? So all of us that are involved in shouting, saying sort of things that not bring morale of you to be awake, you are destroying masses, and your own will be worse. What we are saying right now, let everyone go back to his family. Educate your children, educate yourself. Build your marriage first. Then your children will start without lie. You are in your house and lying, and your children will learn how to lie. Let us understand one thing. So what we are saying this time around, earlier we know this thing better is for everybody. Anything you draw will affect everybody, and no one will be free. War have no system. Fight have no system. Understand me? War have no system. Fight have no system. So if you want to draw war, your system is not my own system. I saw two people when I was in Nigeria. Do you know what happened? Thank you, my friend. What happened? They are fighting because they have a mature. He carried this guy for the ground. This guy has 6 inches nail. He used to be drawing his back. Drawing back. He's on top of that guy, but all her back have been blood. That is a fight for you. So whenever you are drawing war, you don't know what your opponent will have for you. So let us understand one thing. Let us sound a voice of peace, unity. Those people that can hear you, educate them right. Let them know the right thing. If you can have the energy to move with 5 million people in a negative side, why not change it in a positive side? That 5 million people are with you in the right thing. Respect, humble. You will draw the masses. For example, now, as I'm here speaking to my people, if I'm insulting people since I started this live video, will somebody be here and watching me? No. But you watch me because you hear that I say something that's reasonable or interesting, that you can benefit from it to watch me. But when I'm here, for example, now, I'm a Christian by birth, and you're insulting pastor, how can I follow? I cannot follow you, it doesn't work. If you're insulting my father, I cannot follow you. No matter how truthful you are, how your someone is, I can't. Nobody will be a friend to your father's enemy. So if you want to, you have a good intention for the youth, come up for this campaign. We are part of you. We are to build youth everywhere worldwide. That your life will be an example. You must have a disciplined house. You must have a disciplined home. Your wife and your children must show that you're a disciplined man. Then let us talk and challenge this thing and bring everyone together. Not that you're a single man, you give what you born 20 children to different women, and you're busy telling us about peace. You are lying. You have only one wife, you cannot control one wife, and you can be insulting everybody, talking all sorts of things. It doesn't work. So things are not done like that. So what I will try to let everyone that can hear us, that be part of this program, this movie, please, we create many groups for people to hear us and to join us to fight for this thing, that our youth will not be dying anyhow because of wrong doctrine, because of wrong message, because of you are giving them what they want but not what they need. We have Hubert TV group on Facebook. Join us there. Show people what you have there. As a preacher, what we need is genuine something. Don't bring something that's trouble in that group. We have Hubert TV page. Come to us. Let us share our ideas. Let us build our empires. Let us tell people the right thing they want to hear without insult. Don't insult nobody. But tell us something with examples. Show us where you see it. We follow you. If we have about 20 people that are having almost the same message like me, we will help ourselves. Tell your people the right thing. Let them follow you. Then we jam in a place in the center that our message is what? Be simple, be humble, respect everybody despite what he believes. Here in Europe, nobody insult each other. You respect yourself. Even if anything really is your own business, but don't use it to keep people or to disturb people's business. Very simple. Don't be in the social media and be calling people by names and insulting them is unacceptable. That man you are insulting, have a children, have a family, you are creating more trouble to the world. People cannot correct you, cannot say something. Let everyone understand this. And when we fight ourselves to be in this media is that we have been hearing every day they keep on insulting pastors. If you say they say go and open your own, we are not there. Let us involve ourselves in this thing good. Stop deceiving people. If you have already sold yourself to that side, enjoy it. Be with them. Don't come and pollute those that are not yet. Money is not everything. Many of us were not born in a golden house, but where are we today? Because of our effort and our engagement in believing in ourselves. That is why we can be able to be educate people. So don't think that your father did not make money, not make money. It's a lie. When you involve yourself in a company of evil elders, they deceive you or evil people. I was in a group of wise elders when I was there in Nigeria. I heard one thing that I will not for you. Say, if you say that your father did not make money for you, they are born you, make for your children. All of us that are shouting that our elders are usually they are cowards. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to create a war. What have you done since you know all these things? Have you changed that condition? Is it not the same rope that tie you? This one thing, let us understand thing. And we pray that that power that destroy our father will not destroy us. That's why we are keeping shouting right now. Let everyone understand us now that you are busy calling your elders evil elders, bastard, this and that, this and that. You small time become an elder. What have you changed from your 18 years to 30 years? Do you change anything? Many of us who are graduated, when you keep on insulting in Nigeria, you small time you travel abroad and be bombing everybody. Have you changed? Pastors is your problem. Bishop is your problem. They build many churches, they don't build hospital. You that run from Nigeria to India, have you built anything? What have you done? Rather, you just be collecting money from others and wasting others' life. Have you ever one day addressed people that are making money in the wrong way? Your own is to collect money for people and be still helping people. One that kill people and make money and helping person with selling ground and then not the same thing. Robin Peter and PayPal. Have you addressed this issue? Every day insulting pastors. Have you addressed the issue of one that keep people to make money? When they make that money, they give us a picture, they see someone that they're selling granite. Maybe how much is your granite? You give you 5,000 naira. Whereas someone is in cardboard of making money. What are we talking about? If you want to address issues, start from the root of that issue. Very simple. So if you want to correct the wrong that are going in the system, go back to your family. Start from family meeting. Your chairman, your secretary. Look at what they're doing there. Are you telling me that in your family there's no poor woman that they are dragging his land? Let all that want it. If we want to live good, we live good. But stop coming out and this. That's why I'm not in part of that one. Don't give us a bad thing that will make our youth be dying. Now, many of you don't believe in pastors and prophets anymore. They are the ones that are helping them. I'm part of their product. Without prophet and pastor, I will not be here speaking to you people. Because I face a big challenges. So if someone deceive me and I do not join and hear the word of God, I will not be here. So that is why I'm angry when somebody is busy insulting pastors. We have people that want to insult pastors. We know all that. But when you see one, call his name and address him. Don't categorize all pastors. That's why we are here. No, nothing more. And God will help us to let the whole world hear that. When you see someone, I keep on saying this thing, at the time I'll come with the written that I want to understand, but I just want to see how it goes. But this is my first time I'm coming live. One thing you understand as intelligent man, when somebody is talking to you, look at him very well. Watch him. Watch his voice and the spirit inside him. Anyone that have no good marriage can never give you good thing. But if that person want to even change, he will change and learn. You will see a lot of ladies and boys, they will be busy. When they see a man of God, they keep on insulting him. If you look at that person's profile, you can never see something like a married picture in his profile. You tell you you have a born for Teresa, born for Antonia. Is he a resourceful man? No. So what do you expect from that man? But if somebody that is responsible, go to a profile. You see a wife, you see children. He can never mislead you, can never talk rubbish. Because why is that? I let us understand that church and marriage, they are the same thing. If your marriage is so, church have destroyed. Because your first church is your own home. If you don't build your house, you cannot walk. Church is a simple way, a place where all the faithful regarded. So if you have a faith in your own house, we go to a central one to join ourselves together and fight one common enemy, our ignorance. So let us not copy from all those sides. That we all must know that the more you hear bad news, the more it dominates you. The more you hear good news, the more you build up. Anything you want to be, you have to be a friend of that thing. When you are a friend to a liar, you will be expert in lying. That's why I let everybody understand me. Stop visiting page that insult pastors, insult elders. No matter what they give to you, it doesn't help you. Nobody will bless you with insult. Before Abraham blessed his son, he give him, make him happy. Before God gives Solomon his blessings, he built the temple of God. He spent money on the day of dedication of church. Tell me what you want. You cannot be reading Philippians 4:19. Before he give you a heart and desire, make God happy. When you are busy destroying people, God will not give you anything. When you are busy castigating people, Mary Magdalene were caught in act of adultery. We need to understand one thing. And the law of Moses says if they caught one adultery, they stone that person to death. And one thing, the man in question, they leave that man, do not see that man. So partiality started from the beginning. When they meet our Lord Jesus Christ, they want to know what he will say. They ask, this woman, see what he did. And the Lord said we should stone her. That's why we need wisdom. And they want to hold Christ. Christ said that if there is no one among you that commits sin, stone her first. What happened? He put her head like this. Before he did not see anyone, he asked the woman, where is the accusers? He said, sin no more. He not say sin tomorrow again. Sin no more. And this is a teaching that we understand. Why he says sin no more. But many of us, every Sunday, we go to confession. Every Sunday, you go to confession. What are you confessing? And the Mary Magdalene followed Christ till Christ died. And that what he teaches us, we don't understand this thing. When you are delivered by a man of God, don't leave that man of God. Be with that anointing. Because our enemy have not died. Many of us, we get some help from somebody, we just run. Mary Magdalene did not leave Christ. He followed that anointing because it's a heavy anointing. Anointing that deliver you from death. You neglect that man of God. You call him old man, fool. Tomorrow you call him again for help. We lack wisdom. The another thing we learn for this is that Matthew 7:1 tell us that thou shalt not judge. Because what you judge with those people that have sinned and they want to stone someone that commit adultery, but all of them have heavy sin they are committed. That's why I say we have only one judge. As a Christian, not to judge nobody. First of all, deal with you, yourself. And that's how it is. We keep on judging people by their dressing, by the way they are. Someone will start preaching to himself, he's supposed to be before. Why? Are you God? Someone will tell you that the power is not a God power. Do you know how power exists? Do you know how God gives power? Do you read about prophets? Every prophet have their own different powers. How to move. Elijah and Elisha have not the same movement. Jeremiah, all of them have, there's a radical pastor or prophet. So you cannot judge one by his character. But the Bible says, by their fruit you shall know them. So Muslim Bible and not chew it like grind it in our body so that we will not be moved by what all the grammar we hear. Some because they not speak good English, we cannot hear them. Christ did not go to school, but he lead the prophets. Understand me? So let us understand one thing. Let us be sensitive once. Whatever you are doing in this life, do it well. Understand me? So not because of somebody, he go to school, he can climb Bible, he can do sort of thing. He keep on feeding all with bad things and we're following him and dying. Any message that want people to die is from the pit of hell. Message have to make it to feel bad of your character and repent. That's why he says it pierces the heart. Circumcision is not what we think. When you're born again, you are circumcised. What is circumcision? To peel out the body from nature. Abraham, God called Abraham at the old age. You have to circumcise yourself and everyone. A man of, let's call it 50 years now, you use knife to peel his body. Is it easy? It's not easy. So born again is not what we think. It's not sugar. It's not chocolate. It's something that denies you of that pleasure that you're enjoying. You are enjoying company of liars. You are enjoying company of evil. And when you know God, you stop it. The time you have a big friends, you drink and do funny things. When you know God, you be with wise people. Let us understand one thing, my people. God is real. If you want to follow him, follow him in truth and in spirit. You must involve yourself in something that make meaning. Give yourself value. All the people you are watching, they give themselves value. If you be, for example, we are talking as a family. I can jump anywhere. Important thing, understand one thing, do right thing. Keep silent when you need to keep silent. That's what you are talking about. So, when you are busy enjoying somebody's wife, enjoying somebody's husband, and your wife is there with one rapper, you are a compound fool. Whatever you like, put it in your house. Very clear. When all of us know how to value our things work out fine. When you marry, arrange your home. Give your wife and your children a good service, a good attention. Be their friend. Don't be a hitman to your family. Stop beating your wife and your children. Before you give somebody something, first arrange your home. That's why Timothy said that he that cannot provide for a family is more than infidel. Every day you go to a party, you throw bunch of money in a party, they call you by names, but there's no food in your house. That person is worse than unbeliever. Your children must be first and your family before you show people you give out. If you're a preacher, preach to your wife and your children. Let your wife be born again. Have you been born again? That's what we're trying to understand us. Let us build our home. Let us know how to respect order, respect things that are before us. Now we are busy destroying what that we build in our society right now. I know at our place now, there's not even time to rebuild whatever. Anything they have spoiled. Our old school, everything we had before have been spoiled. Right now, who will build it? That's my question. Many of us that are privileged to be in a civilized world, that are supposed to bring wisdom to our people, now we are now sending word to them because we are in our comfort zone. But it's the word to that man that are in another man's land enjoying and destroying his own house, his own home. That person will be worst. All of us are in Europe, in Western world, but we don't support violence. We are fighting to make our place be like where we are. Nobody is happy to leave his home, no matter what. But because of things is not moving well, and your opportunity to travel, if you're a good person, you have to bring that into your home. Peace, not war. All my life, all my time in Europe, I not see where civilians come out and destroy government property, attack police, attack people in the government. I have never seen it all my life. We only watch video and we must deceive from that useless video. You see one man kill the whole world. That's a video for you. You see that when we are small, they will think in abroad no more to have key. You can enter any motor and drive. And that's how they pollute our mind. It's not like that, my people. You cannot even insult someone in Western world. You will sue to court. And you pay for insulting him. Then one will purposely be insulting people. Why? Because there are people that are backing him or her. Because they are targeting the person is insulting. That's why we talk about silence in sometimes. Not everything you come up and be fighting, you don't know why. You must ask the root of this thing. Why is this thing like that? And when you have the answer, you can come up. Because of this modern technology, many can frame anything. Let everyone that wants to succeed in life know God. That's the only thing I will tell us. If you don't have Jesus, you are laboring for nothing. People will be turning you like they turn tissue and waste it. So I thank all of you that are visiting this channel. God will bless your home. God will bless your empire. God will bless your marriage. Bless everything you do. But one thing I beg of everyone, please start from your own house. Build this thing we are preaching. Give your wife love, your children love. Be with them. Don't give them time. Because there are people that can give them what you not give them. Many women right now, they enjoy discussing with a stranger more than their husband. And that's where when trouble enter marriage. Because the men are busy fighting for money. There's no amount you have, you will not be looking for more money. So what is the problem? If you read Ecclesiastes, we say vanity upon vanity. We are just keeping ourselves busy. Not that you can finish what you get in a day. It's pure lie. Even right now, they even make it that if you eat too much, you get gas. Now, you walk like elephant in a day, eat 2 slices of biscuit and one you got. Then what are you talking for? You build a house. How that before 10 years you become old house? Then where is our brain? Tell me, I have never seen someone that they buried with a house. Even the one they tried, I had a story, I'm not sure, that they bury someone with gold. They still go and tip that gold. What you gain in this life is who you make happy. The people you wipe their tears. Job said that he's an eye to the blind. He's a heart to the widow. He's a comfort to the comforter. So when you are of this caliber of people, you are a wise man, you are a blessed man. Let all of us involve ourselves in something that will build us together. Let every youth hear us well, and let everyone start their own campaign in teaching people about respect, about doing things well, about living a good life. That all these things we are pursuing money, do or die, it will only hurt us and hurt our family. It can never make anything to us. All those who are following the Bible, they have not given their children. Even the Abraham days, God said, leave your family, leave your environment. What does it mean? In another way around, that money and that inheritance have no good source. He leave all these things and he went to a place. He start a new foundation. There's some money that you put in your life, it will destroy your lives. Not how much you use to start business, make the business prosper. You can start with a sincere 1 centimo and you make billions. Important thing will be a truthful and trustworthy someone. One that if you say yes, it is yes. That what we want to understand. When your word is yes, people will know you by that. But when you say A and it is B, nobody will follow you. Do what you know best. Love it. So I'll go for break again, so that we'll come back again. So that we will be today. We will be doing it. We will not run. So I want us to understand that when you don't have something in your brain, people fix it to themselves. But if you have something in your brain, they bring another thing, it will not contain it. So first and foremost, have something in your brain. What do your parents teach you? That's one thing. What do your parents teach you? What do you learn from your parents? What do you copy? What do you copy? Do that many of us parents were one that destroy our children. We are now giving it to pastors and bishops, and it is pure lie. Everybody come from home. There's one comedy or something I watch, but I love to inform myself something interesting. There's one lady that carried her daughter to school. and she's the Commissioner for Education. This speaking answer, why do we go far for this school? He said, because the other school here is for poor people. He said, Mommy, why? And what I pick in that story is, if sons and daughters of our leaders is not with their parents in that evil act, they should be asking that same question. Understand me? Busy following the footsteps of their father, and that's what is going wrong. Because if I'm doing something wrong and my son asks me a question 2 times, I'll change. But right now, our sons, because we already tell them that they will sit on that throne, they don't care. And that's what we're here right now, telling every that are in diaspora, in outside country, what do you teach your children there? Because you are busy telling us that our politicians, they are children in abroad learning. Yeah, you are not in abroad. What do you teach your children now? Are you seeing that same thing that hold in your country? Many of us, we are in Europe, our children is not like they are in a bush in our country. We don't even change our mentality, our orientation. We don't even copy from the white man we are living with. We are still living as we are in the bush in Nigeria, in Africa. But we are busy saying that our leaders, they send their children abroad and they will read and come and still rule us. Now you have born a nationality, people that have nationality in that country. What do you teach your children there? Are they behaving like that white man or like that? That is still old mentality. That's the question we need to answer before you keep on instructing what you don't know. The people that have value and they put it to their children. If you have value, you make your children to be valued. If you don't have value, you cannot even give your children valuable things. And that's what we're talking about. Stop complaining. Stop saying what you don't know. Busy fighting for your future and for your family. Busy try to make yourself value in the eyes of masses. That when you say something, people will hear it. That's what we are preaching. Many of us are busy waiting to hear where they will say, let us go and fight. And that's why many of us are involved in all those trash. You that are fighting someone, I want to ask you a question. How do you relate to your wife and your children? What is your position in your town, in your village? Which role do you play there? How did they describe you in your family? All these have very, you need to answer that question. Before you can come out and international, local, what do you do local? What do you face in your family? How many cases have you settled? How many people have you made their life okay? And that's why people will follow you. I understand that when someone is poor, he hear every language if you give him small money. But let all this from that. Let's go. Let all this from that. First and foremost, anyone that is successful in life, understand me, sacrifice for something. It doesn't be rich like that. Anything you do for you to earn something, you sacrifice something. But we're talking about sacrifice, positive something, not negative. By giving your time to study, you sacrifice your time. By giving your time to work, you sacrifice your time. Sacrifice yield increase. It brings blessing. Not when you are sleeping in the bed, you went to be someone. Them that cannot read, how cannot know? So my people, I want to have a small break, but be with us. I'll come back again. We must open up some things so that our youth will understand that all this grammar we are hearing is not for our own good. It's hurting us. We are destroying what our father left for ourselves because we don't want to hear them. I've never seen anywhere in this world that if there's any war, they will call a children to settle a case. Elders must be there and call his son in order. So if you're a son, you cannot respect your elder, you are not doing right thing. Because the other family that will come is an elder, he cannot descend to you. He will talk to his fellow elder and ask him questions. What is happening in your house? As I'm not in my own house, nobody can come and be asking my son what happened. He said that man is not a correct elder. He must ask me as an elder like him to what is happening in your home. then I'm not telling him what happened. Before he will say, okay, let us call your son in order. If you don't understand this, we are making mistakes. No matter how the gravity or what he commit, they must call an elder. They must. Elder was involved there. So if you know that they will call elder, why not merge with elders? Why not call someone that will hear you and say, look at what we want to do. But when you come out and be destroying people's, your voice, nobody will be with you. So let us understand ourselves. So I will be back in a few times, but just be patient with me. We must open this cola that everyone must chew it, and it's for our own good. So I appreciate all of you that are with me here. God Almighty will bless your home. Bless anything you put your hand. Bless our children, that our children will be the leader. They will not be beneath. They cannot use them to wage a war. Our children cannot be one they use to settle trouble. They are the one that we direct what the right thing to do. That's why we're here to educate every parent. Educate your children. Give your children time. Let them hear your voice and hear their voice. So that another person somewhere will not be controlling them. It's a pity that a man cannot talk to his son. The other person somewhere will be controlling his son, telling him what to do. But that's why the father is an evil. Picking that you born, feed, train. Somebody have never contributed anything to a son's life or your daughter. We've been not telling him what to do, and he cannot even hear a word. What does it show? That there's no good moral education. The parent did not teach him well. Because I've never one day disobeyed my parent to death. So no one can destroy my own children too. That's why follow us. We cannot deceive you. Be your children's friend. Be your wife friend. Be your husband friend. So that another person will not come and destroy you what you labor for. Imagine somebody born a child, training for some school. They send him to go and fight a war that he cannot fight. They kill him. Who lose? And that person is there with his children enjoying, having a proper security. And your own is one they used to fight a war. Let us understand one thing. So be patient with me, my family. God Almighty will bless you. Emos Enoje, God bless you, my good friend. I thank you a lot. You are my personal person. God will always be with you and your family. You can never lack. All my friends, God Almighty will bless you. Those that support this channel, those that anytime they hear or they say, go on, God will bless you in anything you do. But I only pray, let us think before we do things, because now a mistake can take a person 50 years to correct. There's a mistake our father did, and that's what we are suffering right now. When you are doing something with somebody, don't think you are too fast or too clever. By the time the person will exaggerate, you cannot even get yourself. And that's what we are facing right now. So everybody has to watch well before you do some things. Thank you, my family. In a few times, I'll be back again for, let me have a small break so that we will tackle this thing. Thank you all. Hello, my people. Thank you. That's how we are doing it. It's something we do with joy. As I'm telling all of us, you must pay attention to your family. That's why you see me, I go out, I'll still go and arrange that side so that I will carry everybody along. I will not be only be educating our people, and my own side is is falling. No, so that's why I went to do some other things for my kids. I have family. I'm a, I'm a married man with one wife and two beautiful children. So I thank God that God is blessing us. We are living with God. So I'm giving out what I have. So you cannot be doing one thing, you will be working, cannot concentrate on your children, your family. It will not work. One will be left behind. You must work together, give each of everything time. Now, I have a lot of friends that need to hear this message, but I will make this message too long so that those that are working will come back and join us. So I cannot do it for only those that are watching that and know. We wait for the evening people, for the night people, so that each and every of us will engage in this movement, so that we must understand, we hear the correct thing that is happening. That when you are busy working, you don't pay attention to your home. You are working for nothing. Remember that when man is sleeping, the enemy will come and sow bad into what he's doing. This message we have in the Bible about a sower that he have a land. After he was sleeping, the enemy come and sow a thorn in his vineyard. This thing we can use it to teach people many things. When you are sleeping in your marriage, enemy will come and destroy your marriage. When you don't pay attention to your business, enemy will come and do what destroy your business. Anything you do not pay attention to, there is tendency there will be a negative thing on that thing. That is why we must be careful. We cannot give our life to only one thing. If you're a married person, please, your marriage is your first thing after God. God is number one, because God is one give us wisdom to arrange our home. He give us wisdom to make wealth. So whenever you are doing something and God is at the back, you are not doing it well, because God is the one that give us the wisdom to make wealth. Anything that is working well, work with wisdom. So that's why we have to the youth to educate our youth. We have three things that we can involve ourselves as far as this channel is concerned, Hubert Television. We can teach you about tradition. We can teach you about religion. We can teach you about marriage, about life entire. So, and all this is we are in it. So we give you the best so that you will not be looking unto those that cannot correct you, throwing money on the street. That doesn't help. Some say they are doing well. We not say that you cannot help someone, but there's something you must ask. There's something you must know. Anyone that sees you when you are doing rotten and did not correct you, and when trouble comes, he come out and try to say pity or do something to support you, that person is your number one enemy. That's what we are talking about. When somebody is doing something wrong, correct that person, put him in order. Not when the trouble has burst, he come out and try to bring money. That is, go ahead with that money. That money is for the pit of hell. That's why we must understand, when somebody is clapping hard for you, hailing you, check yourself very, very well. Know whether those are the one that want to destroy you. Many of us, because people hail us, we keep on doing bad things we are doing, think we are at the right. By the time things will go wrong, all of them will run. Watch about what happens at the back. Learn from what happened to people. Thank you. Welcome. Many of us, because people want you to fall, that is why they are clapping hard for you, not that you are doing well. Many of our sisters and brothers, they are busy doing bad things. And people are clapping out for them. Do you know why? They want them to fail so that they will see who they know better pass. A good friend is a friend that says, I told you, not I foretell you. And that's why we're here, to educate every reasonable youth, reasonable family. Don't joke with your family. Don't give your marriage distance. Don't give your children distance. Because any slight mistake, enemy will feed them with cock and bull stories. And they will see you like an enemy. That a man cannot control a children because he gives them gap. Then another person have occupied that space. And now they are seeing their parent as enemy. And that's what we are talking about. Don't let your work take you out for your family. Balance the equation. Give each one their time. There's time for everything on this planet Earth. The one that is time, giving that time, it will help you. Because while we are very light now, not our pastor, not our bishop, not our prophet, not even the leaders too. There's some bad leader too. But what we are letting you know that the problem we are facing that time, in the parents, they don't take care of their children. They don't give attention to their wives, to their husband. Their career is what they love most. Their career, their profession, everything is good, but when it's too much, it becomes a sin. Let us give everything time. Have a time with your family. If you are the one that work in weeks, at least that day that you are free, be with your family. Try to know what is not here that time you are working. But if it's possible, try that you be seeing your family every day. One day we discuss about distance relationship. It will help many of us. We discuss about people living abroad and married and go and marry in their village or whatever. We teach about all this and other errors that we are doing, and affecting our life. Tomorrow we keep on disturbing people that are there to help us. There's some things we do out of ignorance and we take us backwards. That's why we're here, to build those that are wounded, to rebuild them, because we are part of them. We have been wounded. When you have not opportunity to go to school, you are a wounded soul. Because without education, you cannot do anything. When they deny you of your right, you're a wounded person. That is why you are part of the wounded family. Join us so that we will fight this ignorant that are attacking every youth right now. When your father that's supposed to train you, they kill him, you're a wounded family, because your source have already been stopped. When one you trust has disappointed you, break a heart, you're a wounded person. So in all, almost everybody is wounded in different areas. That is why we must learn how to know ourselves and build ourselves again. Build that thing that break, let us build it, fix it well, and stand on one thing: love. Love conquers a lot. Why you see us shouting and climbing because we hate ourselves? When they mention the name of your enemy, you stand. And that's what triggered this violence we are seeing in society right now. For example, somebody that hates me with passion. When he wants to do something, he said that I want to do with Hubert TV, that person will come out. I don't want to hear anything because he have tagged me his enemy or her enemies. But when we remove hatred in our heart, before somebody try to bring you to attack someone, you must ask questions. You must know why you follow somebody to fight and to drag what have no meaning. That's why we're here, to let everybody stop. Not everything here is correct. And not even some truth you hear, it comes with a good heart. There's some truth that someone will say to destroy a home, to destroy a marriage, to destroy a business. It's a truth actually, but the heart that said it want to destroy it. And it's an evil for the highest order. There's something we must understand in this life. Not what you want sometimes is what you need. These two things, we need to understand it. Want and need, they are not the same thing. You might want to buy a car, but you don't need a car at that particular moment. And that's why when you pray to God and ask God something, God knows what you need. And what you need is not what you want to pray for. You will first be dealing on what you need. By the time you have impatient, Sometimes many of us, we left church because we are praying for one thing, it did not happen. It happened to me. I'm praying for something, but God said, "What? Look at what you need." I'm praying. He gave me what I need. Later, He give me that thing that I want. Everything balanced. And that's what we are trying to educate everybody. If you're a Christian, you must have this. You must have this 7 principal character in you: love, patience, meekness, faith, charity. You must have these things to make you move. There's something you'll be praying for. For example, the time I be praying for a document, but what know that I need a wife. God know that I need a children. He give me all this before document. And when He give me document, everything balanced. Then we live happily. There's something you'll be asking God to give you, and it's not what you need. And when you have that, He can destroy it. And when I was small, there's one of our classmates. He just buy new motor. He's not up to. He buy motor. He's not up to 3 years. He died on that motor. But if to say he know what he needs, it might not be that motor what he needs that time. That's why we must be sensitive to the things of God. When you are praying for something, have patience with God. God is doing the inner work for you to have a good and a solid life. Gift of God come without sorrow. Anything that God give to you, He protect that thing, and He give you the potential to control it. That's why there's something I let understand. There's many things we discuss in this channel that you benefit. So that don't give up. We will teach you why people are poor, why people are doing odd jobs. We'll teach you in this channel many things you understand, and we don't know that it's happening. When you take what does belong to you and add it to what you have, it will destroy all. That's why many of us are suffering today. But that one is one full message, you understand. That's why He said darkness and light, they cannot move together. What is darkness? What you get in a wrong way is a darkness. When you teach something and put it in your real money, it destroys all. That is why Christ is a separate body. He has nothing to do with the other side. But you can see people with other side, they can be in different things and work well. But if you are with Christ, He cannot join anything from that side. It will work out. That's why if you understand what we are talking about, you must not, because of anything, compromise your faith. Follow Christ in whatever you are passing through. God knows the best. The only thing is that search yourself every given time, every moment, and ask yourself, am I at the right place at the right time? Am I doing it right? When the answer is yes, keep on. God have not finished His work. And I will let us understand one thing. God say, hold me by my word. When you hold God by word, you have no option to bless you. Why we are not blessed? Because there's nothing you can hold God. There's nothing you can say, God, because of this, you must do this thing. And that is why many of us are suffering up to now. Good evening, my family. God bless you, my family. Thank you for joining us. So what we are talking about is that I would like to be telling us something, giving us instances from those who are copying in the Bible. Do you know why God said that I must do what I said? There is 2 families that God said I will not do. Family of Aaron. According to the Israelites, they share this according to tribe, but they give Aaron the priesthood, that their own generation will be priest, and they will be eating from it. But what happens? Aaron does not teach his children things. They keep on teaching and do different things. God said that I will let it be that whatever I say, I did not say it again. They will not be from this tribe of Aaron become priest. That way God changes what He said because of what they disobeyed Him. I will tell you another place you look again about whenever you are following God, follow God with a sincere heart. It can never change nor lie. Hezekiah is a nice man. God sent the prophet to him that said, arrange your family in order. Listen, God is interested in family, in marriage. Arrange your house in order. which means that something is going on. So when your house is not in order, please arrange it. God is telling you right now, arrange your home. Don't leave your home and go outside and be beaten outside. Arrange your home first. Then when the message comes to Hezekiah, God said, arrange your home, you are dying, you are going to die. He faced the wall and count things that he did because of God. The widow he helped, the thing he do, he can't tell God here, he say, God repent, say, go back and tell him that I add more 15 years to your age. What a wonderful man. That is the God we're talking about. So if you want to copy from these people. People that have something to tell God, I must not die. There's some people that die because if they live, they will see causing confusion. They might prepare to kill someone because that person have a good thing to offer, he will not die. That's why I want to let everyone that are hearing us, just be patient with us. Let there be a reason why you are living, reason why you are where you are, that people benefit from you. Solomon was blessed because of what? He did something to God. He built the temple of God. And God asked him, tell me what you want. Then what will you tell God he did that will bless you? I ask this question to everyone that hearing me. If you can challenge yourself, if you can support someone because a person is naked on social media, you're naked, join these people and do something to tell God, I will not die because I'm a leg to a cripple. I am a husband to a widow. I am an eye to a blind. I comfort those that need to be comforted. If you have that thing, then whatever you ask God, he must answer you. But if your Christianity have not reached to that extent that nothing counts on you, you have never helped anybody in this life, you have not helped to build something meaningful, you need to change. Because there's a day you cannot tell God, look at why I must live. There is a day you cannot tell God, look at why this must happen. And if you don't have this happen in your life, nobody you are made to laugh. Nobody can remember I say, I pray for Hubert Television. Nobody have one day remember to pray for you for what he did for him. Start now. This message is for you. Start to be doing something that will ginger people to do good. Start to do something that will create life in somebody that are already dead. There's some that are living but are dead. And when you put life in them, you have already become a practical Christian. And they call us Christ-like. Christian is not a religion. People that act like Christ. Then you look at the Christ and what he did in the past. He helped the poor. He helped the widows. He brings faith to those that lack. Even when there is scarcity, he made something work out. Remember that before the apostles followed Christ, they were busy doing their profession. They cannot catch fish. But when Christ comes on their way, they catch more than. What does it mean? Whenever he appears to unfruitful land, it becomes fruitful. Joseph was found in a house of Potiphar. Everywhere blessed. So we can talk many things in this life. Do you enter somebody's family, everything collapse? What is that thing that you carried that people notice you? Have you joined ministry, that ministry collapse? Or have you joined ministry, that ministry grow? That's what you need to know. That's why this channel will be an interesting channel that will make someone that are too serious to take simple word simple. It's a very small something. Have a principle in your life that I cannot join bad thing. That's very simple. My ear will not hear bad news. My mouth will not say bad things. I will be an eye opener to the people. I will be a light anywhere I find myself. When you have this principle in you, you are on top. I cannot give one bad advice. I cannot pollute anyone. I cannot be paid to destroy someone that are innocent. I cannot share any blood. I cannot break a covenant that I made with somebody. I cannot be a disgrace to someone. There's many things you can involve yourself in. I will be an eye opener to the world. I will expose things that will make people to live. And that's where we God give an opportunity to escape from the dungeon where we find ourselves. Not for us to escape and keep on destroying them more and more. We are here to learn from those that are wise and bring it to our community. not to bring war, to destroy what God people have built for years, and we cannot even rebuild anything. If you cannot convert anyone that doing bad to good, you are not making sense. If you are keeping destroy people's mind, you are worse than coronavirus. I said it before. And people love people that are saying, telling them moral to destroy, to kill. They hate peace. Many will not like to be part of this message because it not ginger them. It not bring a man in them. Who are you? When one falls sick, you see that he's nobody. That we are strong with you, nobody is anything. That's why we must learn how to sow a good seed. Thank you, my family. So let everyone, whatever you are doing, do it well. We are called in different offices. You might be a prophet, you might be a pastor, you might be a singer, you might be a lawyer. But what we are saying, any area you find yourself, do it well because you are serving masses. Nobody's an island. Don't use the office to intimidate others. We work hand in hand. So I urge everybody, please, let us stop these hate messages that we are sharing that are destroying our youth. Let us learn how to humble ourselves. If one made a mistake, correct him or her in a manner, the person will even greet you for that. When you are harsh to somebody, how can you hear you? Two wrongs don't make a right. You want to correct and you are still making a mistake. You are the same people. So if you say your elder is a fool, their elder is rubbish, your elder is this and that, how old are you right now? Are you not up to 50? Are you not more than 35 years? What have you achieved? Do you know how old is King Jeremiah before he became a king? Oh, there's a one that a king at age of 15 years. And you are 30 years and insulting your elder. You cannot even achieve anything. You cannot even fix food in your table. You cannot even marry and have a good family. And you are busy insulting elder. Your father that born you and keep it up to this age. My dear, let us learn how to respect everything. What you don't know, you don't know it. Learn. Mouth is one of the smallest things in the part of the body, tongue, but it's one that destroys most. Everything that is working this world work with mouth. You can kill person with mouth. You can bless someone with mouth. So let us learn how to talk, how to keep silent when we need to be silent. Not every time we talk. You first understand this thing. Many of us will destroy ourselves because we too talk. You don't want to leave some message untouched. It doesn't happen. It's only when you are in school they say fill all the spaces. But it's not why you answer all questions. Even if in the court, you're not must. You are free to answer or keep silent. So then why then are you saying something that will destroy yourself and others? Why not keep silent? Keep silent for a marriage to hold. Keep silent for a life to live. Don't destroy yourself and your children and family because you want to talk. Then if you want to talk, talk reasonable. Talk something that will help people, that will bring peace to the people, to the world. Bring your idea when things is not going well, so that we fix not to destroy it more. My fellow youth, let us understand it. Hear us. We are here for life. To change the narrative for people. Many of us are busy. When someone have a problem, they come live and be narrating that person's life. They don't know the real story. And the people are there clapping and typing, shouting. Somebody, because you hate a pastor, you hate a reverend, you hate a whatever, because there's an accusation. You don't know it concern that you keep on using him to do a live video every day talking bad about anointed man of God. Who are you then? And when try to ask you a question, you dodge it. Let us desist from those things. It will not help us. Not everybody will hear their message. Any message that cannot change your evil life, stop that message. It's not good for you. Message that will make you to feel bad when you do wrong is what you need to hear. And that when deliverance come out for someone. Message of repentance, message of hope, faith. Message that will make you know that you are not dying. What that today cannot talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow nobody ought to become. So which means you have to do what you have to do and wait for tomorrow. But in all things, anchor your energy in Christ Jesus. That's the only thing that will set you free. No other means. Examine your life every day. Whenever you go wrong, ask for forgiveness and don't repeat it again. And that's why many of us are failing. Every week you go for confession, doing the same thing every week. I fornicate today, you go today, tomorrow you fornicate tomorrow. It is I do think that God is a fool. Mary Magdalene, Christ tell her, sin no more. And she followed Christ to death. Let us copy from this woman. And her name is written everywhere in the Bible. When you are helped, deliver from one thing or another, don't go back to that thing again. And don't leave that power that help you. Work with him. Many of us, a pastor, will be busy fasting and doing out of help to us. When we get that we leave that pastor, let him die. Then tomorrow we'll come and meet him again. If we are of Christ, let us follow Christ, follow his footsteps. That's why we are called Christians. If you're not with him, you're not with him. Let us remove everything that is fitness in our lives so that we will survive in this world. This world is mainly or spiritual. Who you don't know that person. Forget dressing. Life is mostly spiritual. No successful man that are not strong in one spiritual power or the other. It depends on the one you believe. Correct. So if you are part of the one that you don't follow God well, I don't even know that that's where you are wasting your time. They can destroy you any moment at any minute. That's why you see a PhD holder will sleep with a mate that is not even go to school. Why? Because that man did not know Christ. Devil use him like toy. You're a PhD holder. You're always a PhD holder, and you decide not to sleep with a mate. You know there's something out of that sense. So not your education about your spiritual life. When you don't have Christ, people can remote you any moment. That's why you see some educated ones, they are doing some stupid thing that you say, it's not their fault. They believe in their education, not their spiritual life. That's why you see many of them, they cannot respect their husbands because they are educated. But know that Christ did not go to school. So, and he teach people. For you to understand that God used the foolish thing to teach the wise. There's one of our brother I know, he did not go to school, but right now, he preach in correct English. God can teach anything. Only thing, give your life to Christ. Dedicate your time in whatever you want to do. You have an inspiration in that thing. Love that thing. You cannot do what you do not love. When you don't love your husband, you cannot have a good in that marriage or your wife. So you must love whatever you're doing. Don't do something because I want to know. Love that thing. And when you love that thing, it gives you a good result. That's what we are teaching. Don't do something you don't love. What you don't love cannot give you a good result. So my people, we are here till night. So that the morning one we join or the after we join or the evening we join us, so that everybody must be involved in this message. So that not every time they are saying Baba thing, you enter that platform. Hubert Television is here to educate every youth in any career. Whatever you are doing, do it right. We are not here to joke. We are here to make sure that everybody are following us. We are tired of hearing these evil stories everywhere. And all those ones that will first and have pages. Though that will say the truth, they will not ever happen to create. But thank God that God has given us opportunity to have our own stand, to fight for our people. So I urge every of us, if you have time, join Hubert TV group on Facebook. If you have anything that are doing that is good, go there and show the world. You are allowed. But we don't allow violence there or something that will make people to be doing bad things. We want people to show their skill on that place so that people will see that that thing you say that is not good is good. Join us in our Hope TV page too. Well, our aim is to teach everybody the right thing. You must work hard before you get something. Work hard in everything. If you want to be a pastor, you must work hard. You must read the Bible very well. You must practice what you preach. Watch footballers. They do training all the time for them to have strength. So when you are doing something, you don't work hard, you cannot have a result. Prepare yourself very well in what you are doing. In your marriage, involve all your power in your marriage so that you have a good result in your marriage. Don't take your marriage like a joke. God loves marriage. God is one that established marriage. So if I'm to say, you must be very, very, very engaged in your marriage more than your work. Because they can stop you from work, but your marriage is there to stop it. If you really know what is marriage. They can stop you from work if you find another work. But if you really marry, it cannot stop and join another one if you really know what you're doing. So which means you have to be very, very serious about your marriage, that you must do everything to make your marriage to work. Stop complaining, stop carrying your matter to people. It doesn't help you, it destroys it more and more. Before we do this thing for times, everybody will understand the right thing. We are not here to destroy people or to castigate people, no. We have to tell the truth and not for the truth. And what we'll be using that make our life awesome. God is real. If you can show me in the Bible where God compensates evil person, I will stop reading the Bible. If you can show me where God supports people that are doing bad things, then we win it. But we'll show you where bad people die, where people live, destroy themselves. He said, he that are doing bad are setting trap for himself and need to catch himself by himself. Then why do you involve yourself in do bad thing? When you are busy planning to destroy your brother, you are busy destroying your own self. I would like you to involve yourself in Ecclesiastes and Proverbs. If you read it well, understand it well, you will know that when you are destroying people, you are destroying yourself and your family. When you are busy destroying people, creating to make money, buy lands, buy property for your children, what you are doing, that you are sowing an evil to your children. The only thing you will do to your children as an inheritance, create a good name. Do good to people. Work hard. They will enjoy from it. Not when you keep people and make money. When you take land for the poor people, from the widow and orphan, you have millions plots. All those things, they will not enjoy. When you die, they will be fighting themselves. Watch out in our society right now. All those people that make that money then, their children, they are nowhere to be found. Even they cannot even see right now because people that are taking out are people that know God. So what we are telling us in this channel, that whoever that are telling you that Bible is a scam, let him come out, let us see that person. Let it start from his family, his children, his marriage. Before so that he will see whether that thing is serving. How do you put peace in his marriage? Because we know that he can never put peace in your marriage. Whenever you do wrong thing to make money, it only be bringing trouble and calamity in your family. So before someone will come out and be saying trash, let us see that person live. Wherever you are staying, let us see how you live there. That's what you need to understand. So if you don't have a good reputation, you don't have a good marriage, you don't have a good character, stop coming out and talking about pastors and leaders. First, and go back and deal with you. That's what Bible said in Matthew 7:1-6. Before you remove somebody's dust, remove your own. So before you come out and be talking about people that are leading, let us see how you treat your children and your wife. Let us ask you questions. So if you have not doing well, first and foremost, deal with yourself before you come out and polluting our youth. Their parents born them and train them. You are not destroying them because you can talk. And you are studying that thing. You are the one that said that you are not going anywhere. You are behind the camera. God will judge everybody. But for you that are hearing that message and you're going to, where is your brain? Mature people. You live, you travel abroad to work for your family. You leave what you are doing and listen to someone that cannot bless you because of selfish interest. And when we are saying you try to kill us, try to fight us, but we continue saying the reality, nothing will happen until all of us try to do the right thing. I will not send you what I will not do. So my family, let us understand this thing. I would like to have a small break. I'll come back again. Don't leave this video. Be with us. I'll come back again. We must make sure that those that are not with us, when we start, will join us. Till everybody will be with us. Our message is for all. Because if only by one side, the other side will be left. We want to carry everybody around. We want everybody part of this moving train that will lead us to right thing. That everyone will respect each other despite what you belong or what you believe. We don't care. Whatever you believe is your belief, but don't use to destroy others or to waste lives. Here in Europe, in Western world, people believe on different things, but they work as a team. They require our own. Because I'm B, you are C, you want to destroy me. It's not unacceptable. We have different things to belong, to join. But you not use to destroy others. Use it to bring development to the state, to the community. That's why we are here to learn from those that know more than us. Don't use your channel to destroy other people's channel. Whatever that they did to you, I know like it, don't do it to others. If you are busy insulting person insult you, how will you feel? If you feel bad, stop insulting. He who lives in a grassland doesn't throw stone. So thank you, my people. I'll come back again. We'll be doing it one after the other so that we'll carry everybody along. But after this program, by the next one will be awesome. Now I will sit well and make it brief. Then I'll have a small content that you know what I'm talking about. This is just to clear the air. For those that think that cannot come out, we know that we have all access to common life. But we are waiting for something. So don't think that because you can come live, everybody have the access to come live. So if we are to discuss, we can talk. But we are not here to fight war to nobody. We're here to bring peace. So if because you have opportunity to come out on live video, don't be saying something, don't insult people. Because you can discuss your matter too as well. You can discuss your matter. So if you know that one will not discuss your matter, don't discuss somebody's matter. So if all of us come out live, then who will hear each other? So because you have opportunity to come live every day, you keep on insulting somebody's father and mother. Every blessed day, insulting pastor and prophet. And people are clapping hand for you. Don't worry. We'll give you only time. If you continue with that mess, we'll follow you on TV, on Facebook, follow you on YouTube, follow you on every means. We have all. Then let us see how it is. How market. Show people your stuff. If somebody do wrong, do good, then we follow you on that good. Don't talk about that one. You are promoting that even more. So I'm coming, my family. Just stay tuned. We are here. We'll still do many things in this program. You can do concert, can do anything but to make people be with us. Not all the time we cry. For what? Let them be happy at home. Be home. Hubert TV is for everyone to be happy, to see life very simple and very easy. Don't see things that you cannot do it. No. You can do it by Christ Jesus. If you have Christ, nothing cannot do. That is good. Only you never started it. If you start it, even if you don't know, people will teach you. So don't be afraid to start something good. Do something. God asked Moses, what do you hold in your hand? Moses don't know that he hold power. The staff that Moses is holding is a power. God said, he said you don't have this. What do you hold? He said touch it, it becomes serpent. to show that that thing that God give you, He give you for you to use, not to die with it. That gift, try to develop it. It will help you. Don't die with their gift or their potential. Don't be selfish. Let people hear you. Show us what you have. Thank you, my people. I'm coming back. Let me arrange the other side again. So I have two people that I'm taking care of. Let me see the other side. So don't be with us. In a moment, I will come back again. Don't be offended. Be happy with us. We are happy people. Don't worry. We are there. If they cannot kill us then, they cannot kill us again. We have survived. And you will survive too as you are watching me. Whatever you are passing through, God will help you there. The only formula is to know God. Desist from bad things. Don't be too inquisitive to act, to react. Give yourself time to check. You see the result. Do good to people. Support every good thing that you know. That is it. That is his formula. There's no other formula again that you use to survive in this world. Let your heart be only, what will I do to make it? Don't be thinking down on yourself. Don't see any human being that is greater than you. No. That person have an opportunity and you utilize that opportunity. That's why he's there. That is one thing I'll tell everyone that hearing me. The opportunity you have, America have it, but America utilize the opportunity. That's why you see him on top. If you don't utilize your opportunity, you will not be there. For example, many girls are praying for marriage up to date. Where some married, they destroy their marriage. They lose that opportunity they give to them. One are praying, can I marry a minute? The one that had married, they destroy the marriage. In many things. When you utilize what you have, people see value on that thing. When you value your wife, people respect your wife. When you value your husband, they respect your husband. When you call your husband big head, people call your husband big head. When you call your husband honey, sugar, they call him sugar because that's what you call him or her. Sarah called her husband my Lord. How many women will call their husband Lord now? You call Emeko Tishi because he make you angry. But God, then when they ask Christ about how long a person offend me, I'll forget, say 70 times 7, I think. Is there anyone that will offend you 7 times 7 in a day? To show that you don't need to carry malice overnight. We read Bible, we don't understand, but we read it like a novel. What will make you to carry malice for your husband for 2 weeks, for 2 months? It's an evil. Even another person self. You live with your husband in the same house, you don't talk. And you carry Bible in the church every day. You are wasting your time. We must tell people the truth. And that's why we are here free and say what we want to say that is good, because you cannot hold us there. Marriage is a sweet thing that you must involve, that you be like you and wife will be like a brother and sister. You forgive each other and do things. There will be a challenge. And that Lord what made that challenge, that the next door will not hear your family matter. The next door, not about a call your mama and father. Now you see somebody calling mama and be telling him about a wife. You are discussing your life. You are not worried to be a married man. People marry because they have money. Brain, matured brain marries. Not money. That's why you see many, they get money, they marry, when they divorce because their brain is immature. I'm coming, let me attend to my beautiful children so that we'll keep on moving, flowing together. So, I'm coming back. Don't worry, God will bless us. Whatever you are asking God, I have not given it to you. A side patient is doing the need. He's doing the need. He's doing the need. He's doing the need. So let us understand this and don't be too in a haste inquisitive. Don't say that God have left you. God not left you. God is with you. Please. But God is dealing with the one that is more important. I said the need and want is not the same. You must want something, but God are busy doing the one you need. So exercise patient. They say a patient dog eat the fattest meat, bone. Patience involved in what I do in this life. Let us learn how to have patience. When you learn how to have patience, we can win any battle we are involved in. Why we fail in some battle is that because we don't listen to ourselves. We are too inquisitive. And that is why. So my dear family, let us learn. Mr. Paul, God bless you, Wosu, for joining us. God be with us. We are teaching everyone the simple thing that will benefit you and masses. When you have a good family, the masses enjoy it. When you don't have a good family, it affects masses, not pastor and prophet. It's a problem this time. When you don't give your children the best, they will bring it outside. And when you don't have the best, you cannot give it out. So let us understand this in involvement matters, communication. I have seen many things, many stories. You can see two married people, they live in the same house. Why the rest is making on phone? Why any with the husband? And what I will not know. What have you been doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God will bless you, my dear. So what we're teaching right now is all about to have a good atmosphere. When marriage destroyed, society destroyed, community destroyed, everything destroyed. Church as well, it affects the church. When you don't learn how to give good things to your children, it will affect their lives. All of us are involved in complaining. They are cleaning up, they do not say, what are you doing there yourself? What are you sure? What is important? You are showing even your own family. We are dealing with our personal life. When you build your home, you can build a nation. Ask yourself a question. If you're married, am I the one that causing trouble in my marriage? If you're the one, change. If you're the one that causing problem in your marriage, what do you think? In the church you are attending, are you the key point of people that are attacking pastors or bring confusion in the church? What is their duty? What is their aim of doing that thing you are doing? Bible said there's no peace for a wicked. When you are busy destroying who is growing, you are destroying yourself. That person keep on growing because God is with him. So when you are happy, seeing people crying, you are not doing yourself. My brother, thank you so much. Thank you. God will bless you. Paul Wosu. So what I'm talking about is that, please, I want you to join us in this program to build our brothers and sisters. We left our country because we think there is no job. Many of us are not working safe. Even if they give us job, we are not working. Then why do you left your country for the first time? You see a healthy man can work, you just be in the house, gossiping. Now men are busy in gossip as women self because we don't have work. We don't involve ourselves in doing something good. When you are working, you have no time to gossip or to do rubbish things. Let us learn. Before you come out and be pointing on someone, Hubert TV are telling you to check yourself very well. And because we are out right now to tackle everything right now, when you are busy sorting pastors, we will bring you here. You have to show us your family. You have to tell us how you are related to your wife or your husband. If you are not living right to your husband, don't come out and talk about pastors, because we will come for you. You must do your own thing. Don't, Bible in Matthew tell us that don't judge nobody, because they will judge you like that. If you understand that word, if you are cheating on your wife, you don't have no ability to mention pastor on your mouth to talk about they are the one their problem. If you are the one that are born for different people, don't talk about pastors. You are even worse than that person you are accusing. So all of us are busy. Come here to social media because you can come live. All of us have access to come live. Hubert TV is almost everywhere now. So don't think because you can come live, you talk rubbish to pastors. We are the sons and daughters of pastors and prophets. So you cannot insult our father from anywhere. So if you think you can have live, Hubert TV is on Facebook. Hubert TV group. Go there, you see pastors preaching live. We created it for pastors to be preaching and to show what you have. We have Hubert page and Hubert television, YouTube. So we are everywhere. That if you think that because you are coming out live, you can talk anything you like, it's pure lie. I'm coming, I have a call. Hello. try to join us. We'll be coming live once in a while, but we will try to arrange things that will let our people know. But what we are here now to let people understand that that man you are insulting has a father. That woman is have a children. So stop insulting people anyhow because you are on social media or you can talk anything you like and go free. Stop it. Use your page to educate people. Use your page to do something meaningful. Don't use your page to be someone to bring people down. Stop it. We are trying to let people understand that whenever you are insulting person that have cloud, you are insulting the children. Why this thing?
Yeah. Lista ya. Okay, just see outside.